Hello traders. So let's do quick update about Bitcoin. I was sleeping just 3 hours, so it's not gonna be long. I would like to show you how I scalped the downside, okay? I would like to show you the higher time frame, what I think. And also I would like to remind you, I was warning you for days, the downside is more probable. We have a lot of warning signs. For example, we have inefficient lows, okay? Even in this smaller range we were, because we were in a big range since all December until now. And this was the smaller range from 29th of December until this moment. This range was also showing us very weak. It was weakness. We had like series of lower lows and lower highs, yeah. And look at the bottoms. There are no buying tails. There is no aggressive buying. Like over here you had buying tail, but it's still pretty small, yeah. Those lows here were inefficient. Look here. Again. If you have a weak low with a very small price action and low volume and very sluggish, there is a very high chance you will actually retest the low next day in next trading session. That's what happened multiple times in December. It happened like 10 times. Also, this was I think market makers were luring people to like long, like some people as me, when traders need a group, we were easily scalping this, but many people were just day trading. They were buying lows all the time, placing stop losses under, and market makers build a lot of liquidity with this because we were not we are not doing swing failure pattern of the lows, yeah. So finally we got the breakdown. We can see here the level. Also, I was warning you because this was like big warning sign for me. In this range, okay, since December, we have massive open interest rise, and more of this open interest rise is from longs, and those longs are now trapped. Even now, look, people, they are longing heavily. Open interest is returning to levels from previous of the drop, and I think the major move is still to come. I hate predictions, we trade the level and so on. But in my opinion, I think the major move is still coming, and I would like to see on that move the major liquidations, big massive volume, and drop on the open interest. So you finally squeeze all these all these trap people from this range. This is still not breaking point for them. When you measure the percents, you need to go lower beyond their breaking point. That's gonna be point when you can start looking to buy. Okay, we will see that on the bulls, the bulls will show up, yeah. You will see that on order flow and so on. You of course watch out Exocharts and all the tools you have available. I would like to show scalping now. Yeah, I was actively scalping. I was trying to guide you in the group. What is the most important thing in our group? It's you need to mark the levels I have on my chart. If you do that, you actually won 50% of the battle, because I do not mark weak levels. I mark strong levels where I actually am prepared to trade them, yeah. Of course, yes, yesterday I was more counter trading because I was buying more than I had 2 shorts and 6 longs. So you see the ratio, but if you know what you are doing, you can actually make good money as well. Here are the levels. I was sharing them, look, when 20th of December, I was sharing all the levels to the downside. That's how long it took until while we finally break down. Here are the levels on Bybit. You can see it's big advantage of the group when you get this. I was guiding you yesterday live. I said this was the major swing failure pattern. We dropped down heavily, and I said until we do not confirm swing failure pattern, you cannot go long. You would actually have big invalidation. That's true, but I think if we confirmed here swing failure pattern, we would bounce much harder, because some shorter term long shorts would panic, yeah. They would cause the bounce and so on. But you had no confirmation of long here. You actually rejected major swing failure pattern. It was also caused because of this massive open interest, yeah. So many longs getting trapped, squeezed, and they are trying to get out at least at this, But if you are ready, you know what to do. We actually had first 2 levels over here. This is the golden zone, very important one, but there was no reaction there. I can tell you why, because this was liquidation candles. They usually ignore every, you know, liquidation candles ignore most of the levels until liquidations are done. But we also go on other exchanges, we got bounce from a golden zone. So, you know, you need to watch markets globally, all exchanges together. So maybe this is not enough sometimes alone, yeah. So we got bounces, you know, we can delete now those levels. There was no reaction. Like we tried on higher time frames to hold them, but you see, then the first reaction came. This was from Binance when we are like doing the big on the start of the December, the big move down. This was the Binance volume area which I marked important. Yeah, we had some big shorts there, some mild longs. So I was actually looking to trade this area, and for yesterday's trading you don't need high leverage. You do not need to risk much. You actually, when you are scalping volatility like this, you have only a few seconds to react, 2-3 seconds on wicks like this, yeah. So I was, this was my first trade over here, and you really need to react fast, yeah. I was putting my initial orders in case we do swing failure pattern and we confirm, you know. But as I was not stupid, you know, I was booking profit already after 1% and also after 2%. We know Bitcoin lows 0.5%, 1% and 2% because of the volatility. Yeah? Super over-leveraged traders, they are getting liquidated, and that's Bitcoin loves it, you know. So profits were taken from this first trade, you know, because not much volume is inside our wick, yeah, inside the big drop down 10k wick. But this was the volume area of the Binance, so very, very nice. So this was the first trade I had, and also if you wanted, you know, you had also confirmation to short. Like some people, I do not do it personally, yeah, but some people they short the retest of the previous range, yeah, low. You could even short here. Now you are breaking down, yeah, you got your trade. Now you have stop loss at entry. You got stop loss hit. There was no swing failure pattern here. And now we are entering into another support area. It's a market structure monthly, pretty important one. Maybe I can show you levels on the chart so you understand the context. Let's go to this one. Monthly. And let's go to monthly. It's pretty, this is pretty interesting. Like this is strong market structure monthly. You can see very nice stability, and you know, the reaction was done there. But also we had 41k low. This is the pull from 41k, 0.86. Look at the precise reaction. Pretty good buy here. You truly have only a few seconds to react in such a volatility. You had a lot of imbalances on Exocharts when you have open Exocharts. Imbalances, you know, shorts closing, some longs coming in, you know, open interest a bit rising. So very good long, and reaction. Of course, the speed of reaction is everything. I'm looking for speed. I want long wicks, you know. I want them because the faster you react that level, the better. It's showing you, you know, the big interest in the level. Yeah. Very nice trade also. If you measure, let's say from this point, you have 1.5% move. It's not looking big like this, but it's pretty big on for scalper, you know. Also, I assumed there will be a reaction from 41k low, 0.86, because we already had reactions from 0.382, 0.5 golden zone, and now this. We had reactions. So when you have major Fibonacci pull and you are getting reaction from each level, you are prepared to take trade on this level, because you know there is a high chance you will get it. Of course, we like more confluence, but in this area, in this big area, we do not have so many levels. So you need to really trade based on order flow more and confirmation of the market. So this trade was also done. Very good profitable trade. Stop loss at entry for me. You actually had swing failure pattern of this low. This was the third trade. Look here, you had entry over here, 0.80% bounce, but your stop loss needed to be very wide. Maybe same reward ratio to swing failure pattern. So your only choice was to take it to maybe skip the trade, or just do half leverage and do like you will not feel much if it's not happening, because you don't know, you never know when if you get bounce or not. And of course, this was you were watching this, yeah. Market structure support is now resistance, so market stopped exactly where it should. And if you pull seller flip, very close to golden zone. So this was your main take profit area and short. Also, one more thing, I was watching CVD. You actually got heavy absorption at this high here, so you actually had another short here. We go over here, look here. This was very big warning sign for you to be very careful. If you are in long or something, you must take profit fast and look for shorts actually. You're still doing lower high, lower low, and this is the, you know, bearish CVD. Price is lower, CVD higher, absorptions here. Very careful looking for short. Okay, that's it. Let's return to Bybit. So 0.86 is important level, you know, it's last defense of bulls, like one of the last defenses of the bull in a Fibonacci pool. This was done. Perfect short here. This was short I took, yeah. And now we are entering into the market structure weekly and point of control of the 20th of September. By the way, where is the level? I'm missing it. I probably deleted, you know. I need to zoom in. What you need to do when you are leaving one range, you need to look to the closest range you were trading before, because you know there is a volume there and so on. You need to go over here and look. Zoom out. Yeah, this was our range. Now this is the range. This is the range we are entering, or this is the range. You have to, like, you can define with them both ways, yeah. But I was you know, looking at this small range, and here value area high 20 September, 1st of October. I will recheck if it's the range I want. 20th of September, yes, this is the range I'm looking at, and the level was at 43,950 was the level. I will show you. I need to mark it here because this is very important. When you are getting 43,950. Okay. Wow. I have rest of the levels now. I need to just remark this one. So, as we know in our TPO knowledge, we know when market is returning to range, to previous range we were trading, the value area high is immediate support of that range. So you can see the market was trying to hold. So this was another confluence, like for this job around. Market was trying, but after we truly lost the value area high of the previous range, this was your signal. You want to rotate this previous range, okay? And now you can see that happened. You know, we're actually moving, and now here is the POG of that range, yeah. 20th of September, 1st of October. It can be another take profit of you for if you're holding short from this area, yeah, and you're already under the value high of the previous range. Short here, very good one. You can take profit at this point of control. It doesn't matter the market dropped over you, but main profit can be here. You can easily bounce from this POC, and now you can keep last take profit 3. And what you are watching now, you have true Fibonacci last defense for the bulls, yeah. 41k 0.8, yeah. This is truly the last defense. If you lose this level, you will go to the lows, where is the Fibonacci pool, which is my just think value pattern over here. So, and you see the bulls gathered forces here. This was really good long. I was telling that group I'm longing here. I hope many of you catch the trade. Very good, finally strong bounce, you know. 2.7%, you know, on higher time frames, and this was like a 50-minute candle, I think, and this move engulfed all the sellers. So this was showing you at least temporary bottom is in, yeah, and we can play some nice range, because truly bulls, you know, this was nice power, yeah. Now when we zoom out, it's still looking pretty weak. You can see the market structure, how it's looking, you know. It's still lower highs. Lower highs here, lower highs here, lower highs here. Bulls are still pretty weak here. You can just trade the range, you know. And the last trade, actually I had short here also. This was on a first touch of session view up and market structure zone, this one, and also the 0.5 pip. This was short here. Market that, you know, market is even have a problem to go over this old range block. Market structure weekly is holding. This was very good short area. I was scalping this area today. Very good. And now the last trade we had was swing failure pattern. It didn't happen on Bybit, but it happened on almost, I would say, most of the exchanges. Yeah, it is very rare it happens because Bybit is leading in order flow, but it didn't happen. There was one single entity which like slowed down the drop. It was very interesting. I will find you where. Yes, because I was seeing that entity inside order books, and I think there was 10 million order. That's pretty big on Bybit, you know. Someone absorbed fully 10 million cells. Yeah, so he helped a bit, probably. We didn't get swing failure pattern, a lot of absorptions. I don't know why, but people were so anticipating swing failure pattern of the lows, they truly didn't let it happen on Bybit. You see, we didn't take this low, but it happened on multiple exchanges. If you have situation like this, like when it's happening on Binance and FTX and so on, the most important ones, Bybit of course is in a top 5 too. But if you have this situation, you need to monitor them. I always monitor at least Binance and FTX. So you had swing failure pattern here and very tight stop loss behind, and you are enjoying upside. You know, if you are still in the trade, very good move. So that was my scalping yesterday. You see, I was going against market, like against general trend, but I had levels, yeah. So I was prepared what to do, and I also took very good shorts. So it's fine. You just need experience and for this, you know, very quick decision making. Sometimes truly 2-3 seconds if you want a very good stop loss. Yeah, not much time. So yeah, I will do probably next video tomorrow and Saturday, but I can do very quick overview. And when you're getting the big moves, let's turn those this yes needs to be turned on. When you are getting the big move, you really need to zoom out, because you can be scalper, you can be day trader, but now a lot of interference in the market is from other time frame traders, we can call them like that. They are from swing traders and so on, and big funds, and you need to zoom out and see the charts, what's happening. And when we turn off this, for example, right now we are at the initial stage of a low volume node. We have only two options at low volume node. We can build some volume here and then do decisive move, or we can just, which is more probable, we will just go through it. If there is selling interest, there is not much volume to save us actually, so that's a more probable scenario. So this week probably very high chance we will test it, you know, for swing failure pattern. That's the scenario I was showing to the group. So potential swing failure pattern over here at this week, that will be perfect. Yeah, why not? But if we turn on again, we need high volume nodes and we need market structure long-term supports, which are important. I would actually like, I would like really go, let's do not make here swing failure pattern, but let's do swing failure pattern at these lows here at 39,000 something, 39,500. So that will be perfect, because we have value area low of the range of the 2021. We have the volume node from this range, yeah, here, long-term market structure support. We have more levels there. naked daily, I think naked daily is 41,000, so it's not there. We have still naked liquidity here from daily naked POC. We were very close to it, but I think there is still some naked liquidity. So, but we will see, because yeah, I cannot tell you until we get there. We cannot know if we get swing failure pattern of that low or that low. We can get swing failure pattern of this one because we have naked daily under it and semi-naked daily under it as well, and also we have two strong anchor VWAPs, the very strong ones. This one is going from Corona low, so it's collecting volume for past 2 years almost. This one is going from 14k, also important one. This was the first, our first move out of the bear market, so very strong pull for also. So very interesting area here. It's also value area low of that small range. So I'll be watching here, but you know, confirmation for swing failure pattern is easy. If we do not get it, we'll be looking for lower. Alright, so the concerning thing is, you know, we have massive open interest, so if we do not even stop here, there will be no confirmation for swing failure patterns. You know, you will be looking at this low, you know, to take it out. But this is really the major support of in case we get my major move down. This is the area where you can look for, you know, for swings in this area. For day trades, for scalps, you know, we should see some stability and bounce here. This is super strong, you know. We have multiple naked daily levels here, weekly, monthly, I think, you know, when we go down. On this chart I have the most important levels, you see? Naked monthly, you know, daily naked point of control. So much naked liquidity. It's also volume support, you know. Major pool 0.88 I think is there. There we have global Fibonacci 0.5, so plenty of levels. Naked weekly, yeah, 32 to 35 is just amazing area. It's a big one, and yeah, it's crazy. So that's what I have on mind. You know, you need to have now the alerts. Place the alerts under this low, under this low, under this low, in this area for alerts, easy. And then in the next 24 to 48 hours I will be planning also the shorts. We have already now resistances in this region, so we need to play some shorts and still maybe plot a few more levels to the downside, but I think I have most now. I'm also very curious what's gonna happen. You know, we use order books in our trading, of course. Tradinglite is important, and the FTX is placing massive wall. It's very big one, and it seems like they want to buy the swing failure pattern of one of the lows, because their wall is starting at 41,600. I want to see if it's real. Yeah, we will find out if it's real when we come there. How we'll be progressing, if we actually touch it or not, because sometimes market is so scared of big walls. We can actually bottom out here. Yeah, market do not want to try, but it's still very unlikely at this point. Yeah, so order books looking fine, and we are seeing some spot orders are coming. Finally support the market on this template it's showing us. Also here, so there is still appetite, you know. It just depends how big we crash. And you know, I was sharing you liquidity. The last thing for the drop. 40, how much? 45k was liquidity. We actually, with the move down, we grabbed all of it. This time it was, you know, not enough to stop. They were, you know, like all these candle, those were the, you know, the short-term liquidity, some long-term as well. Filled, and they caused the bounce, and they get liquidated, you know. So this is it. That's the video. I will do next video about potential trade setups. I don't want to do too long video. I think it's very important for you to understand how you could scalp, for example, yesterday. So When you have massive moves, always zoom out, you know. Always zoom out, always check higher time frames so you know what's going on higher levels, and do not be stuck, you know, like you must have this big plan in case. Also, one more thing, yeah, when we break this level 39k, I think you know, if we start getting volume, there will be really fast probably move to the downside, because a lot of people are considering this head and shoulders pattern, and this is the neckline, so it can be trap on retail at these lows, and then we get swing failure pattern because they will be heavily shorting and like we bounce against them, or we truly do breakdown. There will be no confirmation and we continue down massively. And yes, when you break the neckline, you measure the move, and it can be pretty big. Yeah, you can end up at 30k in the end, lower. That's the thing, you know, because our move here was again very fast, but we have volume in this range, so that's what is important. It's not this, yeah. We are pumping here, and you can lose such a pump easily without volume. So that's it from me, guys. Quick update. Stay tuned for more videos, and see you in the group. Bye.